Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. This is Marino. How are you? Thank you all for coming out. This is a very special day. Of course, you know what it's all about. And it's about helping children, and it's about helping the community, and we appreciate all of your support. And I would like to now introduce Claire and Dan Marino and Jeff Ireland and his lovely wife.
All right, Footy, thank you. Footy's always been great to us, the foundation, and it's great to be back. This is our fifth Walkabout Autism. We've raised, I believe, 2.4 million so far. We're expecting to raise 500,000 today, so that would put us very close to 3 million in 5 years, and it's just been terrific for the community, terrific for our foundation. I want to thank Rachel and Jeff Ireland for being a part of this. It was we kind of started this together 5 years ago, and I invited Jeff to come and Rachel, and they were gracious enough to come over and continue what we've started 5 years ago. And I thank you guys very much for doing that. And Claire is here, obviously. Thank you, Claire, for being a part of this. And just officially to thank all the volunteers. I mean, we have over 500 volunteers for this event, which is amazing. Thank Mary Parton, our foundation, our CEO. I got the kids here that all take part in it. The Dolphins, alumni players that are coming. We're going to probably have 30 to 40 players out there signing autographs, coming to support our foundation. I want to thank them. And also Tom Garfinkel, who is the new CEO for the Dolphins, for giving us the stadium and the venue, and everybody that's involved with the Dolphins organization for helping us and supporting us the way they have. And really what this is, it just makes a difference in kids' lives here in the South Florida community, kids with autism and developmental disabilities, and it just makes me feel real good the way the community supports it and continues to support it. And the Walgreens and Center Plate are two of our main sponsors, and they've been great to us year in and year out. So with that said, I want to ask Jeff to come up and say a couple words, and thank you guys very much for coming today.
Thank you, Dan. Well, obviously, I just want to thank Dan and Claire and Mary for inviting Rachel and I to come back to South Florida. We moved back to Texas, where our roots are, and started kind of enjoying, starting a new life there again, I guess. But this, 6 years ago, we had a walk, and I guess Dan and Claire and Mary and Rachel obviously got together and said, hey, let's keep this thing right here in South Florida. Let's help the foundation that Dan's has started, and help the other community, the other parts of the community that help these kids. And when you live like Dan and Claire and Rachel and I have with kids with autism, there's absolutely one thing that you have in mind, and that's helping children that have this disability. And that's what we're doing. We're raising awareness. We're raising funds for just a great foundation, the Dan Marino Foundation, and the other charities that we help out. So it's great to be here. Thank you for welcoming me here. I'd like to bring Footy back up. I think he has a special announcement.
Yeah. Over 200 years ago, Madame Toussaint started fiddling around with wax at the doctor's. And
This is going to be interesting.
I know all about her. Her real name is Miss Grossholtz. But anyway, so during the 200 years that followed, Madame Toussaint's Wax Museums became a worldwide brand. They have them in all the major cities around the world. They are a phenomenal experience, a great place to visit, a lot of fun. And they have done something very special. They've made a wax figure of the greatest quarterback that ever lived.
Absolutely.
And
Claire, not clapping.
And millions of Dan's fans will be able to go visit it this spring when the exhibit opens in Orlando on the I-4 corridor. They call it the I-Drive facility. The figure, and Dan knows this because he had to sit through it.
Yeah, it was a year ago. So
yeah. It took 800 hours to make Dan's wax figure, Dan had a sitting for Madame Tussauds on February 12, 2013 in Fort Lauderdale, where he had over 150 precise measurements of his face and head taken. Any of you guys?
That's what took 8 hours.
Madame Tussauds sculptors create true-to-life portraits, and more than 250 measurements are used in the total figure by the time they're done with it. Dan's wax head weighs as much as his actual head, 4.5 kilograms or 10 pounds. It took approximately 6 weeks to sculpt Dan Marino's head before it was ready to be molded. All the figures are created in a central studio in West London and transported wherever the location they are. Dan posed for the basic icon. Dan's pose is from the basic iconic 1994 photo when he played for the Miami Dolphins. What they have done a great job at, which you'll see in just a second, it's really something. Ralph Stringer almost broke it about 5 minutes before he did. His finger burned. Anyway, they capture the excitement that Dan brought to the field, the passion, the we're never out of a game, the skill, the thrills, the legendary drive and never quit. It's Dan Marino when you see it, which will be in about 2 or 3 seconds. If anybody wants to buy this from me, it's got all the stats on it. But anyway, ladies and gentlemen,
Well, thank you, Footy.
here we go. Drum roll, please.
Gotta move this.
Stay right here.
Drum roll, please.
We got the walk. It's an exciting day.
This is the coolest thing, I'm telling you.
Okay.
And it'll be down is where the walk is.
All right. Look at this. Great.
They also, way of information, they implant each individual hair. They take models of the eyes. They have a methodology to create fingernails. It's a phenomenal
Hey,
thing.
Danny, right here. There you go.
You'll see the attention to detail. They even have your brace.
Thank you.
That is something. How cool is that?
That's pretty cool.
Take a little pose like you're throwing one, Dan. There you go. Danny, right over here. There you go. That's it. Hit. Thank you. So,
Kids, you want to come up and take a picture?
yeah.
Oh, yeah.
We're all here.
We're all family.
Just do a little photo op.
Look,
And again,
meet
guys,
with
thank you
Mickey.
for coming for this. I
Mickey,
really
put your
appreciate
head.
it.
Your
Yeah.
head.
Come over there.
Yeah. Yeah, Michael, get over there. You got the ball. There you go. Try to strip it. No, there we go. Look right here. There we go.
Mom, come in here.
Yep, absolutely. Right by Michael. There you go. That'll work. Oh, got it. Perfect. Right here, guys. Right here.